decided to check out a hand here. I was playing some 400 NL heads up against Joyful Flip, and we got into a spot. It's pretty interesting. I'll run it out here in a second. And you know you're playing a good player when we're hitting these kind of thin, I would say thin margins, but I guess it's more low frequency plays. So pretty standard stuff here. I'm on the button with ace 8 of hearts. Joyful Flip is the big line, so it's 2-4. Standard open for me, 2.3x. So I have my hotkey set to $9.20. He goes ahead and 4 bets, and with ace 8 suited on the button, for a 3-bet, we just flat here. I think we flat ace 8 pure. So I make the call, and this is where it gets interesting. And I'll pull up Pile Solver or Pio Solver, however you pronounce it, to take a look right after. So on 7-6-4 Rainbow, we've kind of got a little bit going on for us. We've got 2 overcards, backdoor nut flush draw, gutter to a straight, so it's kind of a favorable flop for us. And Joyful Flip, he goes ahead and checks it to us. So on this board, I think we bet out like 30% pot with ace 8, like almost pure, like 89 or 90% of the time, which is what we do. So I'll just play it here, and then I'll go look at Pile Solver. So we bet 30% pot, roughly $23, and Joyful Flip, he raises us like 5 times the size of our bet, like 5x, which I think is a bit big. I think you check raise 2.5, 2.6x or something like that if you are going to check raise in a 3-bet pot on a 7 high straight board kind of thing. And here's where I don't just flat call and I don't just fold. You do some calling and some jamming here, believe it or not. So yeah, there's no folds with ace 8. You have to decide if you want to call or if you want to jam. And I've been looking at these spots for quite a while, and against a good opponent, I decided to rip it all in. I don't have anything. And he makes the call. So I go, all right, I'm probably up against an overpair, which is why he check. He might check shove kings, 10s, 9s, I don't know. Pocket 8s would be a beautiful shove, right? Lots of protection. Turns a queen. River is the 5. And he rolls over a chop. He has the 10-8 of spades. And looking at it in Pile Solver, which I'll pull up right away here, we both played our hand correctly. They're very low frequency plays. Other than the size of his check raise on the flop, we both played it pretty much perfectly. So you know you're playing a good player when you're getting the money in with these types of hands, right? No one has a pair yet on this board, and you're supposed to be like this aggressive. This is how aggressive heads up no limit is. So let me pull up Pile Solver here. I'll go back to the beginning. Hold on here, just let me clear it. All right, so with and I'll move me myself. I'll move me. Oops. I'll move myself out of the way here. Put it down here. Yeah, the webcam is sizing. It's a little different between the two. So on this board, so we're starting from out of the position, right? From Joyful Flip's point of view, he's got 10-8 suited, which he should be 3-betting. On this flop, he can go either way. It's 60-40 if we take a look at it, especially with the spades there. Yeah, so he does check 60% of the time. So that's what he does. So we'll hit check, and you can see my decision with the ace 8 of hearts here. We pretty much bet pure, which is kind of cool. So we bet 30% size. So let's click 30. And then the 10-8 suited with the spades back over to Joyful Flip. Like, I'm pretty sure he knows what he's doing. He might be randomizing. I don't know. But yeah, he check raises us to 5x, which is what I put in here. I used the exact sizes that he used. And again, it's not a frequent play. Like maybe a quarter of the time or less, he's supposed to check raise with this hand. So he check raises big. And then I thought about it, and I rolled a low number, and you can see with the ace 8 suited or ace 8 of hearts, yeah, like 20% of the time we're supposed to jam, and then we can just flat, right? I think it likes the jam a little bit more with the clubs, maybe not. Usually Pile Solver likes being a little more aggressive with the suit that you don't have. Or sorry, yeah, that is right, because it's spades, hearts, clubs, ace-8 of diamonds. So you can see ace-8 of diamonds likes to raise a bit more because it doesn't have those backdoor draws or the backdoor flush draws. So, so yeah, I go ahead and rip it all in, and his 10-8 suited, which is a double gutter and a backdoor flush draw, right? Any 5 gives him a straight, any 9 gives him the nut straight, and he can go backdoor spades, and so he calls. Pretty crazy, right? Like this is how sharp you have to be with your sizes. The check call with the piece, right? And controlling these small little pots. The name of the game is get your stack in the middle. So anyway, that's all I want to do is run it. But yeah, he calls. And I don't want to, yeah, that was the end of it. I don't want to run out any more cards. Oops. Anyway, pretty cool stuff. Just thought I'd share that. It's kind of neat to look at. That's how light you got to be getting it in there. All right. Hope you enjoyed that one.